to tell you something that's going to make you uncomfortable. Everything you think you know about this market, it's probably wrong. And that's not your fault. It's by design. I have been watching Metro Atlanta real estate market for years. And right now, we are living through something that feels like the end of a fever dream. The question is, are you going to wake up in time to benefit from it? Listen, this is the lie we've been living for the past few years. We've been told a story, and the story goes like this. Real estate market always goes up. Buy now or be forever priced out. There is no inventory. You have to waive everything and pay whatever they ask. That story made a lot of people rich, but it wasn't sustainable, and deep down, everyone knew it. Here's what's really happening in Metro Atlanta right now. We are witnessing the slow motion collapse of artificial scarcity. Inventory has grown sharply, up nearly 50% year over year in some months. Home sales, however, has dipped about 5%. The median home price is around $425,000, up only 1% from last year. There are approximately 20% fewer homes under contract compared to this time last year. That's not a blip. That's a trend. Let me tell you what's really happening behind the scenes. The clients calling me now aren't the same people who called me 2 years ago. 2 years ago, it was families desperate to upgrade, investors throwing money at anything. Now, it's downsizers who have been holding off. Families dealing with estate sales and people who have to move because life happened. Do you understand what that means for you? The discretionary buyers, the ones who were driving the frenzy, they're gone. What's left are the people who buy and sell because they have to, not because they want to. That's the foundation of a real market. And it's scary as hell if you've been riding the wave of artificial demand. Buyers are learning to be patient. They are not panicking anymore. They are waiting for the right house at the right price, and when they find it, they move fast. This is what rational buyer behavior looks like. We just haven't seen it in so long that it feels foreign. Here's something that should make every seller in Atlanta nervous. More than 60% of sellers are now, wait for it, offering concessions. Think about it, 60%. When I started in this business, concessions were normal. During the pandemic, they disappeared. Now they're back with the vengeance. But here's what's not normal. Many sellers still don't understand that the game has changed. They're still pricing like it's 2022. They're still expecting multiple offers over asking price. I know agents right now, sitting on listings that have been on the market for 60, 70, 80 days. Beautiful homes, great neighborhoods, no activity, zero. Why? Because the sellers are living in the past. Now let's talk a little bit about interest rates, right? What I call the interest rate trap. Everyone's talking about interest rates like they are the villain in this story. They are not. They are the reality check we needed. Here's what's really happening. Buyers who have been hesitant to enter the market because of higher interest rates are coming to terms with current levels, recognizing them as the new normal. They're getting pre-approved. They're starting to look again, but they're not desperate. That's the key word. And that changes everything. When buyers aren't desperate, they become smart. They negotiate. They ask for repairs. They walk away if something doesn't feel right. They wait for the right house instead of settling for any house. This is terrifying for sellers who got used to buyers fighting over homes. But it's the best thing that could happen for the long-term health of this market. Let me tell you about something beautiful happening in Atlanta. It's become especially popular, particularly among younger buyers. New residential developments with more attainable price points, rapid growth of supporting retail, dining, and shopping options, like master plan communities. They're popping up everywhere, and they are really attractive to savvy young buyers. But here's the part that gives me goosebumps. These buyers aren't just buying homes. They are buying into a vision of what Atlanta could be. They are betting on neighborhoods that are still affordable, still authentic, still full of possibility, while everyone else is fighting over the same overpriced properties in Buckhead. These buyers are quietly building wealth in areas that most people are still sleeping on. This is how generational wealth gets created, not by following the crowd, but by seeing opportunity where others see risk. For example, the Chastain East revelation is what I call it. The story illustrates everything wrong with how we think about real estate. In this neighborhood, sold 32 new construction cluster homes called Chastain East of Roswell Road between 2017 and 2020, with prices hovering around $1.1 million mark. In the past 2 years, those same homes resold for hundreds of thousands more, typically $500,000 to $700,000 above their original price. Here's what most people hear. See? Real estate always goes up. Here's what I hear. These homes appreciated $500 to $700K in 2 years, while the median home price in Atlanta only went up 1%. That's not the market appreciating. That's location premium finally being recognized. That's the market correcting for undervaluation. The question is, where are today's undervalued neighborhoods? Where are the next Chastain East opportunities? Because they're out there. They're always out there. You just have to be brave enough to look for it, to see the risk and to see the reward down the road. Let me tell you about the most important change happening in this market that nobody's talking about. It's not inventory levels or interest rates or median prices. It's this. Buyers are learning to ask for what they want again. Let me say that again. Buyers are learning to ask for what they want again. For 3 years, buyers were trained to be grateful for any home at any price. They waived inspection, they paid thousands over asking, they accepted homes as is without question. That era is over. Now, buyers are saying, I'll pay your price, but I want you to fix that roof. I'll close on your timeline, but I want $5,000 towards closing cost. I'll take the house, but I want a home warranty. This isn't buyers being difficult. This is buyers being smart. And if you are a seller who's not ready for this new reality, you're going to get left behind. Here's what I want you to understand. There are no perfect time to buy or sell real estate. There are only opportunities and the people brave enough to take them. Right now, if you're a buyer, you have opportunities that haven't existed in years. You can negotiate. You can be selective. You can find value. If you are a seller, you have a choice. You can price your home according to today's market and sell it, or you can price it according to yesterday's market and watch it sit. But here's the deeper truth. In 5 years, Both the buyer and the seller who act intelligently today will be glad they did. The buyer will have equity, the seller will have moved on to whatever comes next in their life. The people who will regret their decisions are the ones who waited for the perfect time that never came. I'm going to paint a picture of what Metro Atlanta looks like in 2027. Interest rates will have normalized somewhere between 5.5 and 6.5%. The market has found its rhythm. Homes take 30 to 45 days to sell them if they're priced correctly. Buyers and sellers negotiate like adults. Concessions are normal. Home inspections are standard. In this world, the people who bought intelligently in 2025, who saw value where others saw risk, who negotiated when others gave up, they are the ones with equity, options, and financial freedom. And the sellers who priced realistically in 2025, who worked with the market instead of against it, who understood that getting out at the right time is better than holding out for the perfect time. They're the ones who use their real estate equity to build something even better. So here's my challenge to you. Stop waiting for the market to do what you want it to do. Start working with the market as it is. If you're buying, stop looking for the perfect home and start looking for the right opportunity. Find neighborhoods with potential. Find homes with good bones. Find sellers who are motivated. If you're selling, stop pricing your home based on what you need to get out of it and stop pricing it based on what buyers are willing to pay for it. And if you're just watching from the sidelines, waiting for the perfect moment, let me tell you something. The perfect moment is a myth. The right moment is when you are ready to act on the opportunities in front of you. The market shift isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. The question is, are you going to see it as a crisis or as an opportunity? The people who succeed in real estate aren't the ones who time the market perfectly. They are the ones who understand the market deeply, act decisively, and adapt quickly. Right now in Metro Atlanta, we have a market that rewards intelligence over desperation, patience over panic, and strategy over emotion. That's the kind of market where real wealth gets built. So the question is, are you ready to build it? This is your moment. Not because the market is perfect, but because you finally understand what's really happening. And understanding is the first step to winning.